Warning, this podcast contains some strong language and adult content. Viewer discretion is advised. I'm Trey B. Lyon.
And I'm J. Mello the Great.
And you're listening to T&J's Child's Play.
We created this podcast to give young adults an escape from their daily lives.
But we're here to remind you that shit is still real, so wake the up.
I'm a bad bitch. You can't kill me.
We like to highlight excellence in the young black community.
As well as give y'all some bomb advice and create a place where you can just kick it with us. Catch our show here every Thursday with some new content, and make sure to follow us on our social medias at T&J's Child's Play.
Hey, everybody. Hi, we're back.
And welcome back to another episode of T&J Child's Play. Welcome, everyone. We hope you're having a tremendous day.
Not tremendous.
And joining us on this lovely day.
You gonna let that voice go now?
What's up, my niggas? It's Black History Month. Let me stop. What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of T&J Child's Play. I am Trey Belan, and we would like to welcome you back.
Welcome back. Yep.
So, what happened this week? How are we doing? A lot.
Oh, yeah. I had, oh, my God.
What happened this week? A lot.
A lot. Oh, you being funny.
You got a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many visas you got?
A lot.
Wow.
How much debt I got? A lot.
Yeah.
How many countries you from? 2.
Wow.
How many what?
Countries you from? 2.
Don't.
Wow.
A lot.
Oh, you didn't catch my visas? How many visas you got? A lot.
I thought you meant credit cards.
No. Not that type of visa. Not that type of visa.
A lot. I mean, I still got a lot. I won't lie. But, you know. It is.
All right. She balling over there.
Boiling. You
We
know
this.
this.
Budget. We stay broke.
College.
Ain't no joke. You know
Hey.
this.
Can't ball.
Come on. Oh, still broke. Whoa,
broke.
whoa. T&J show.
T&J
Two
show.
jobs. Work 2 jobs.
Hey,
and
she
still
got a whole
broke. Still broke.
My man got 2 jobs.
2
I
jobs.
don't need this shit I got. No, I need the other job too. I need all of my
I'm
jobs.
so weak. Keep them all.
Can't wait till I get somebody that I can be like, my whatever got 2 jobs. I don't
Right.
need this bullshit.
Right. Until then,
I'm gonna go home and be taken care of now. Bye.
I'm so weak. So we're sorry that we did not make it to you all last week. I had a hard time putting out content. You know, I have a hard time putting out content. So that's not like to its full potential. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's called quality control, baby.
right. I'm not gonna put out something that I don't think is ready.
He's a perfectionist, but there's nothing wrong with that.
You know, and I couldn't
all.
do it. I could not do it. I was like, how about nah? And it hurt my little heart, you know, because I said I was coming back with an episode, and I was like, I'm gonna be there, and I wasn't there. So I'm sorry. I'd rather take an L than not put out my best work.
This is true. It's okay. My feelings were hurt when the show didn't come out last week either.
Yeah, I was like,
So.
okay, it's okay, but you just wait. You just
I
wait.
don't know, I love listening to us Thursday afternoons. I just love it.
Who are you telling?
If y'all could see his
Thursdays of
face,
T
oh my
and J.
God, like he's really hurt, but it's okay.
Who are you telling?
We're back though.
Thursdays for T&J.
Yes,
Like that.
Yes, we like that. Thursdays, we like that. Okay, but the episode that did not air, we officially introduced. You ain't want to get your snack ready. You ain't want to.
Oh, look, we got something right. You can keep on talking. I'm gonna get it regardless.
All right.
I'm gonna get it regardless. Just go a little slow.
I'm about to say if you didn't catch last week, but nobody caught last week. We didn't even catch last week because we didn't air. So the episode that did not air, we officially introduced Miss Danielle to the team. How does it feel to be a part of the team, ma'am?
It feels great, and I told them yes, I'd marry them. If you saw the Instagram post, they put this ugly video of me up, but that's fine.
You know what? It was all right because it was raw.
It was raw and
It was-
organic.
right, and it was in the field. You see, I had my do-rag on. You know, I was a little hood up in the studio.
Did you have a do-rag
I
on?
did. I had a whole do-rag on. And
It's okay, though.
I didn't know that the video was going to happen either.
Got them waves on swim, so they hate on him. I know where that come from.
Well, all right.
You know that. She had to throw it out there.
But yes, I said yes. I mean, I'm glad that they asked me. It was kind of unexpected, but at the same time, I was just like, whew. Because he kept asking me to come back.
Yes, I did.
Him and Jada. So I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
It
New
was-
addition to the team.
I asked God for opportunity and he gave it to me.
Yes,
So
laid it out on the table.
Period.
There it was.
Period.
okay, so what we got on your roster today, Trey?
All right. First, I want to say thank you to you guys because the positivity and support that we have received for, this show this fall, so far, this little itty bitty show that we got, psych. It's been amazing. Like, the support, like Instagram, Twitter, people following, retweeting, and sharing our content. Y'all, like, it really means a lot, even though we may not even call it out, but it really it does mean a lot, and we notice it, and it makes us feel good. It feels like we're doing something. So what I'm saying.
Yes, Trey even gets on Jada and I in the group chat to share. Like, see what happens when we share. I do. I be like, I do. Okay, I'm sorry.
You have to share. Give it to everybody. But the positivity and support that we are receiving is amazing, and we want to thank everyone. You know what I'm saying?
It's a great motivating factor. It's what keeps us going.
Thank you to everyone that takes time out of their day to give us a play. You know what I'm saying? Bars. Putting that on a shirt.
My mama listens to us, y'all.
All right.
Ow, hey mama.
She be like, oh, y'all so wise. Look at y'all kids.
Give a shout out to Professor Kathleen Rhodes.
Oh, we giving
I know
shout
you
outs
guys
now.
are listening.
Professor. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
I was like, okay, that's pretty random, but shout out to her.
Women's Studies Professor.
Okay.
Oh, I love her.
Faithful podcast listener.
She listens.
She's going to listen
Hey,
this week.
Professor Ogilvy. It's like, no. No, I ain't going to do that. I ain't going to do her like that. But hey, Professor.
I have to go on my little spiritual rant too, and I have to give a shout out to God. Okay.
Thank you.
Because he is opening doors for us all on this podcast and me personally. And I'm so grateful. And I have to thank him for it every day. Every time I wake up, before I go to sleep, I have to thank him because the opportunities he's laying out for me are remarkable. And I just have to speak to that. I had to throw it out there. I'm no Joel Osteen, but I like Osteen, but
Every time I look at your story, something inspirational up there. So I thank you for that.
Has to be.
And we were just talking about that earlier because I don't know, I feel like I've said this multiple times and I'm going to say it again. Like, this opportunity fell into my lap. I was like, oh God, I really want to do a podcast, but am I ready to do it by myself? Absolutely not. So when you ask me to come on, y'all don't understand how much of a blessing that you two are to me. So I want you to know, if you don't know, that I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you.
He works in mysterious ways.
I'm nice to be
Won't he do
appreciated.
it?
Yes, he will.
Won't he do it?
Yes, he will.
All right.
I'm nice to be appreciated. Isn't it?
You know what?
I don't know what's going
We're
on
not
with you
even about to
tonight.
play with him.
I have to
I
let
took him to this banging spot on Granby.
It was amazing.
And so he is on level 10
It
right
was
now. We gotta take
amazing.
Jada.
It was with the fruit and with the mango and the bananas and the yogurt, and it was like amazing.
Oh,
And
I
was
saved mine because I'm gonna go home and do some homework.
Y'all,
I'm gonna get on the phone with my little whatever with my third. What's today? With my whatever. Damn it.
What was
It's
it?
called a whatchamacallit.
Oh,
what we ate? Oh,
No,
my
what your situation is called a
my
whatchamacallit.
situation. I'm gonna get on the phone with my situation, and I'm gonna eat my bowl. and
Words
I'm
of
gonna live my best
LMI.
life.
It ain't cheating.
We don't do wine. We do fruit bowls all 2019.
It's a whatchamacallit.
Yes. I like
Words of LMI. And Chris Brown.
Oh my God.
It ain't cheating. It's a whatchamacallit.
Okay.
It ain't cheating if it's not a
I
relationship.
got enough of you. Both.
Just quoting. That's what they teach us. The first thing I learned here. Quote.
Quoting. Quote it. All right.
Damn.
Danielle just looks so fed up with us.
My face.
Like, I'm done. Move on.
done. Next topic. On to the next subject.
All right, tidbits. Let's talk current gossip this week. Let's talk 21 Savage. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE, has arrested unlawfully present United Kingdom national Shah Yah bin Abraham Joseph, a.k.a. 21
Shah
Savage.
bin Abraham Joseph.
Yeah. This isn't funny because he was just here at ODU a year ago.
Yes.
He was here for the spring concert.
No, for the homecoming concert.
Was it homecoming?
It was
Spring
homecoming.
concert.
Our freshman year?
No, it was homecoming. Because I was sick. I wanted to go. I was mad that I couldn't go.
And I didn't go see 21 Savage.
Oh, it
I ain't
was homecoming. It was the spring
concert.
concert.
Spring.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
ain't had no friends, so I ain't go to the concert either. So
I
It's
was
okay.
sick,
Go by
man.
yourself.
I wanted to go so bad.
Go by yourself.
1, 2, 3,
You said go by
4.
myself.
Yes.
Who's gonna take my
Do a
picture?
little clip.
The person right next to you. Excuse me, can you take my picture? You have never asked nobody to take a picture of you and they have said no. Think of it.
Damn, that's true.
Think of it. You say, excuse me, ma'am or
but
sir.
Becky, beside me, maybe, what if she didn't get my angles? Because from certain angles, oh my god,
You had to.
I look terrible. You have to get
All right.
my angles.
You got to
That's
sit.
true.
You got.
I'm a person that looks good from different angles.
I'm so weak.
That's you. Not just that. That's everyone, honey.
Everybody be like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
if you turn
Well,
a little bit to
that's-
this
no, it's not
side, I
just
look.
me.
It's not just you out here.
I look better from this side. You just turn to the side a
Some
little
people,
bit.
you think they on Kim Kardashian level? No, they just another Becky.
Another Becky.
Hollering.
You had to pick your seat wisely. You had to sit beside somebody who like they were fashionable enough that they could take your picture. You need the people that's gonna get on the stairs for them
Yeah,
angles.
but you know the quote unquote bad bitches that ODU, a lot of them got nasty attitudes.
Oh wow.
They are pretty stuck up.
At this point, I think we're worse than Hampton sometimes, but I digress. But
I'm sorry.
anyway, back
I
to
give
Shaya.
Hampton
Yeah.
Hampton can be.
She got her.
I love my Monarchs. All right, so he was arrested. he was arrested during a targeted operation with the federal and local law enforcement partners early Sunday in Metro in Atlanta. So we were unsure at first of the allegations of him being arrested by ICE were true, but the Shade Room always comes through with the receipts, and they have his birth certificate. And Shaya bin Abraham Joseph was not born in the ATL.
From that
It's a lot of moving parts with this too, because one of the news outlets that I watch on YouTube is Complex, and they broke it down.
What did Complex say? Let us know.
They said a lot.
Like,
So basically, inside people and a lot of people at Complex already knew that he wasn't a U.S. citizen.
Wow.
Actually, a lot of people kind of knew, but they never brought it up.
but this is the thing. How did the feds not already know?
They already
because
knew.
in his music, he expresses how many times, like he's been to jail, he's been caught up with the feds for drugs, guns, whatever. He was really living that life in Atlanta. So you mean to tell me the moment that this man is at the upper echelon of his career, now you want to take him down? See, I don't be trying to talk about white man massing them and whoever, but I just find it very, very ironic that the moment he gets to the peak of his career, they want to take him down. So I'm not even feeding into that bullshit. They knew.
It's another thing that goes into it too, because DJ Academics, he's not born here. He was born in Jamaica, and basically his older brother is not a citizen too. And it's like it was like an age cutoff type of situation. And he's saying 21 Savage is going through the other thing. So his younger siblings got their proper paperwork, but when his mom went to do his, it didn't go through. Okay. So a lot of people just say,
but who cares about Academics? Everybody bitches him.
I mean, yeah.
Look at his interviews.
I'm just saying. I'm just comparing.
Did you see that interview with somebody who was like, yeah, you bitch ass nigga, and kept going?
No.
Yeah. The fans don't care about Academics.
I'm just saying that's what happened with the papers. I'm not talking about.
Let's keep it moving.
Give us 21.
I just used him as an example.
I just feel like the moment the feds saw that 21 Savage was really tapping into his full potential as a black man
exactly
and
what
as
it
a
was.
leader in our community that has a platform and started to use it in a positive light, they were just like, positive light.
Positive
I
light.
see the federal
What?
government
Boosting the black community.
Yes,
You want to come together?
They try
Arrest
to
this nigga.
They try to take his street credibility away so that he wouldn't be able to influence people and tell them that, hey, there's another way to get out other than shooting and killing each other. That's basically what they did.
Some, and I won't say all, but the problematic white population that we are surrounded by, or whatever you want to say, they want us to kill ourselves off. Now, the unproblematic white people, shout out to y'all. I do acknowledge you.
What's up?
But there are a lot of ignorance out there, a lot of hatred still out there. Shit, I don't put anything past the government. They killed Martin Luther King.
It's very coincidental, bro.
They wanted 21 Savage to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Do his part.
Very uncoincidental.
And then it was like,
Still
all right.
feed us like, sipping on lean. I'm selling drugs. I'm chopping out a bando.
That's what I'm saying. He graduated from that.
Right.
Now he's sipping on tea.
Let him evolve.
Like, no, let me stop.
Let him evolve. Let him evolve. But I just saw something before we began recording saying that Jay Z got him a lawyer.
Yes.
Right.
What are we gonna do without Sean?
I have no idea. Oh,
He's doing
What we
great
gonna
things.
do without Sean one
Oh.
day?
He's
I don't
doing
know.
great things.
I think J. Cole's gonna be the next Sean anyway.
Oh
Next
yeah,
Jay-Z.
for sure.
As far as like, I mean, he's already pretty involved right now.
And I feel like Jay Z, even though Jay Z, he's very humbled. He's a little more flashier than what J. Cole is, but I definitely see J. Cole going towards that direction of being like a mogul.
I think J.
Oh,
Cole's
yes.
just stacking his money,
Yes.
being smart.
He's being very smart.
Mm-hmm.
Very smart. He barely even takes planes. He goes back and forth from Atlanta to North Carolina like every weekend.
Oh,
before you know it, he be putting out Rockaway.
that's a lot.
Like
of
you the biggest
that's a lot of
rapper.
mileage.
You're the biggest rapper almost in the world,
That's a lot of
and
mileage.
you're just that's how humble
Still
he
driving,
is.
yeah. But I like that though.
It's amazing.
I'm gonna meet him one day. I'm gonna put that out there, God.
It's amazing.
She said, "God," and she looked up.
God, because my best friend met J. Cole, and this bitch cried. I was like, you were supposed to get an autograph for yourself and for me, and you
And
gonna
a
sit
picture.
there and cry in tears? I'm gonna give you something to cry for.
I'm weak.
A little bit on the music side. I can't wait for K-Dot to drop something.
Who?
Kendrick Lamar.
Don't fry me.
That'll be crazy.
Don't.
We
And
just,
Rihanna
we just all
project
looking
coming
at
out
her
this
right
year.
now.
Oh my God, I heard her say her name is Rihanna the other day. I'm like, I'm still gonna call you Rihanna.
You're
sis,
Rihanna.
but okay.
Rihanna.
I mean, if people
Rihanna.
can call me Denali when my name is Danielle, then she can be.
If
all
he
right
wants
with
to call
Rihanna.
you Rihanna, I might as well call you Robin.
Rihanna.
Okay,
Rihanna.
Miss Fenty.
Rihanna.
Okay.
Just come out with the album, baby.
All right.
So what
Okay,
trips
sorry,
me
let's
up
let
is
you
all
finish.
the backfire from 21 Savage being arrested. His comments were going crazy on social media, and even celebrities, like they always do, had something to say about 21 Savage being arrested by ICE. So my favorite was Miss Demi Lovato. So she went on, I believe it was Twitter, and said, "So far, 21 Savage memes have been my favorite part of the Super Bowl." Why?
Let me tell y'all something.
Why?
This expired Greek yogurt is out of line. And that's exactly what she reminds me of.
I thought you was talking
Would you
about
rather
my
me
bowl.
say mayonnaise?
Lord.
I won't say mayonnaise. I will say expired Greek yogurt. She is out of line. I understand. Okay, let me
Greek
first off say this. I understand. I understand what she was saying when she was saying that she was laughing at the meme, not at the situation. However, Demi, weren't you just in something like her like what she overdosed or something like that?
That's one
She
thing
was.
that I can
And
say.
she was.
It was wrong timing on her part.
Right, you
It
can't
really was.
you can't throw
It was wrong timing.
glass stones living in a crack house.
I will
It just
give
doesn't
it that.
work like that.
I will give it that.
You were out of line, and you knew it, and that's why you
Definitely.
deleted your Twitter.
I mean, I was a stan when she was in Camp Rock, but the older she got, I swear, I promise you, these little Disney child stars become problematic. But it's just like I just feel like
They don't
she
get time to
shouldn't-
live.
She needs.
But that's a totally different story.
She was definitely out of line. Like if you, and then I'm just like, you know damn well Black Twitter don't forget a nothing. So why would you comment on that, knowing that somebody was gonna bring up your drug addiction? Was it right for people to throw her drug addiction in her
Hell
face?
no.
No. But was it right for her
Wrong
to comment on
timing.
somebody's situation that she doesn't know? Absolutely not. And then she took a shot at Wale.
yeah,
She did
Oh,
take
now
a shot.
you done fucked up,
She
man.
did
right.
take a shot.
So Boosie Badass was like, "Was it funny when social media was calling you a career junkie a couple of months back? You laughing? Well, we all laughing at junkies in the hood. Shaking my head. Hashtag spin something. Hashtag chucklehead. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I probably respect my elders, and when I see my favorite crackhead at the 7-Eleven by NSU, I'll be like, "What's up, Aunt?" But I mean,
What's up, Aunt?
ain't nothing worse than a white crackhead. I promise you.
So all the celebrities had something to say.
Go on. Oh.
Wale said, "Why is somebody's freedom funny? I don't get the joke." And then Demi Lovato came back and said, "Wale just salty. I never replied to his desperate tweets years ago." Wale responded maturely and said, "Still ain't gonna disrespect you. Still praying for you, Demi. Glad you seen my old tweets. Hopefully you seen the old ones providing comfort and prayer when you were down. I don't
I'm
kick
so
people
glad
when
he
they're
went
down.
high.
Go
He took
Queen."
the high road.
You know, it was
I'm
like
so proud.
I
He
could
went
see him
high,
doing
so
that.
I can go low.
it
on
was
this
like
hoe.
high, but it was like medium at the same time. It was like, hold up, you didn't know where your ass need to be at because you was just there. You know, it was
Right,
like, but it
right.
was high at the same time.
Humble,
Like, humble
yourself.
yourself.
Don't forget where you
That's
came
exactly what it
from.
was.
Yeah. And then Wale, well, I need Wale to drop something. But you know, arguably he has a better he definitely has a better career track than Demi does. Cuz all she got going on right now is some leggings, some overpriced ass leggings.
Wow.
For right now, yeah.
So Demi responded, "Wasn't laughing at anyone getting deported. I know that's not a joke. Not have I ever not have I ever laughed at that. The meme I posted was of him being writing with a feather pen. Sorry if I offended anyone, but it's no excuse to laugh at someone's addiction, let alone their OD.
And it's no excuse to laugh at someone being deported away from their children, in which they are the provider.
I just feel like she
care of
another thing, statement has come out via Complex and CNN. The man is being incarcerated for 23 hours out of the day.
Yes.
Right.
1 hour of freedom.
Yes.
Then we gonna have to catch somebody fade. Oh, speaking of catching fades, Cardi B done told the girl Tammy. Oh, I'm sorry if you don't know. Her name is Tommy Loren, but we call her Tammy via Wale.
Tammy via Wale.
You know, of course, Tammy came for Cardi, and I don't know why people still come for Cardi when they know damn well Cardi don't have no problem.
Right.
Doesn't have a problem checking you
At all.
She's one of the most transparent artists of the 21st century.
And that's why people are in love with Cardi.
That's what it is, her
She
personality.
said, "Don't make me get my leash." Dog walk that ass. Somebody need to beat Tammy ass.
So weak.
I'm saying if Cardi got my bill,
But Wale brought up a
up.
very interesting thing. I think it was a tweet. I don't know if it was an Instagram post or a tweet. Like, she is so infatuated with hip hop culture. It's like, so you hate us? It's either you hate us or you're infatuated with us, and you're saying this stuff because you want to get noticed by us.
I think maybe a black man turned Tammy down one time. Maybe she expressed interest, and he was just like, "I don't do white women," or maybe he just didn't want Tammy, and Tammy been bitter ever since.
So let's give the backstory to it. So Tommy Lauren tweeted, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ICE agents ready to deport you. Which was a little out of line. Well, it was definitely out of line.
Because the thing
But why
about
would
it
I
is,
expect mayonnaise to be on beat?
you said something about that. Like, all you do is talk about the oppressed race in the country. So for you to even say that, everybody knows that it's a negative motive behind it. So obviously she wanted attention from the people that she got her attention from.
And she definitely got it. So
she got it.
Somebody tweeted out, Frederick Joseph said, this is interesting because you had no problem with 21 Savage when your ass was rapping along to him. You're a sham. She said, never said I wasn't a fan of his music. And like you said, Cardi B came for her, says, don't make me get my leash.
Oh, that's what that came from? I thought that she was... Okay, I thought that was something else. Okay.
Yeah. When she tweeted, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, Cardi B then tweeted, don't make me get my leash. And then Tommy Lauren tweeted, here's something maybe we can agree on. Our immigration system is broken. We need to help our country. We need to keep our country safe while also making sure people who work hard contribute and don't leech off the system, are able to illegally immigrants. What? The system able to illegally immigrants here. I'm sorry. She said, I'm a fan of 21 Savage, and I'm a fan of yours. She was ready. Cardi B was ready to walk that ass, and that's why she apologized.
I just feel like Tammy feel like this is all okay because nobody has laid their hands on her. And I understand as adults that sometimes, or most of the time, we should be able to talk things out, come to a resolution verbally. Things shouldn't always get physically, but nobody has tapped her ass the way it needs to be tapped. Therefore, and she feels like she's untouchable. Somebody touched this hoe.
For you to have the political influence that you do have, trolling should not be a word in your vocabulary. If she wants her career and whatnot and her perfection, I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat, it doesn't matter. You're supposed to be higher than trolling anything. Why are you trolling?
I think that there's a literal mental disconnect. Tammy is just so buried deep underneath of her ignorance, her blatant disrespect, and it's just like some people are just not open to being compassionate. No. She lacks that. There's some type of disconnect. If there's 5 light bulbs in our heads, Tammy's missing 4.
Nicki Minaj then tweeted, your obsession with our culture is scary to say the least. I hate giving you the attention that you so desperately crave. Laughing at people getting deported as if your ancestors discovered America. Are you Native American? You effing clown. Tommy Lauren then responded, when you're in the country illegally, you get deported. I didn't write the law, and neither did ICE. They enforce it. I hope 21 Savage is able to get entertainment visa or become a citizen one day. Yeah, she's just a little shady.
P.S.
I'm done with that.
P.S.
This is the world we live in.
Americans.
It is, and it's just like
I thought we was off of that.
I really want to emphasize the fact that I am fully aware that all white people are not bad. There are some very unproblematic white people living in this world. They come few and far between.
Yeah.
But I only say this because I've honestly never been attacked racially until like last week. But I feel like Tammy, whatever. This really irritated me because this happened after, what happened to me last week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, it's sickening. Why do you hate a race of people who have literally never done anything to y'all? You have always been the oppressor. You've always been the attacker. Why wouldn't you want to make peace? It's just like, we're not going to get anything positive done until we can all come together as one and learn to coexist. Well, black people can coexist. But
that's where I'm at. What's the solution? We got to find a solution because the country is just going to be at a standstill. And I know a lot of people are getting tired of it, but it's not going to go anywhere.
It's all messed up.
Something has to get done.
I'm over it.
I've been over it. Jenna, do you want to go ahead and get into your story with I'm with Cap?
Yeah, sure. I'm with Cap. Hashtag I'm with Cap.
Hashtag it.
On September 1st, 2016, former San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick kneeled during the first game of the season. Kaepernick took a stance on the inequality that African Americans face every day, including police brutality. After his stance for humanity, Cap stated that this is not something that I am going to run by anybody, he said. I am not looking for approval. I stand up for people that are oppressed. Many celebrities, including Wale, T.I., Beyonce, and Nick Cannon, and many others stand out and speak on his behalf. The hashtag that has gone viral on Twitter and Instagram is hashtag I'm with Cap. That implicates that you wouldn't support NFL due to his dismissal from the organization. The Super Bowl ratings have hit a 10-year all-time low. And I wanted to know if you guys thought that it was because of Cap, and if it was this whole kneeling situation, do you guys think that it brought enough awareness to the cause?
You want to go first? Go, my love.
Okay. Well, it might have been. It might have been because of Cap. The reason why the Super Bowl numbers are not what they're supposed to be. I also think, well, no, because people love football, and I think that how long the Super Bowl has been going on for a minute, so
like 50-some years,
right? So like, why is it just now hitting a low? What's driving that? But people may be boycotting the Super Bowl, like not giving into it, not tuning in, not watching it, and that may be why it's at its low because people are no longer watching it. It could be the two teams that were in the Super Bowl, but then again, that makes no sense because the Super Bowl's been going on for over 50 years. So, maybe we boycotting, maybe we protesting out here.
Yeah. I think it's a couple different reasons why people were boycotting this Super Bowl game specifically. Number one, I think it's because of the teams. Listen, the Patriots should not have been in the damn Super Bowl.
The Patriotics.
And we know that. First of all,
always start the season off hard.
They only made it because Brady got to make America great again, had in his damn locker. But I digress. But anyway. I feel like it came from that. Everybody knows that the Saints should have gone to the Super Bowl.
Oh, it was a couple
and
teams.
They were cheated.
The Chiefs.
Listen, when my uncle broke it down to me as we were watching it, I was like, oh my God, like they were really cheated. And it's just like they just want Brady to continue to win, but that's so boring. Like then again,
the most boring Super Bowl,
right?
Ugh.
And then he got another ring. And then the second reason, I do think a lot of people are standing with Cap. As they should, though.
Right.
Because I'm just like, what's so different? What I started thinking about, what's so different between Colin Kaepernick and Marshawn Lynch? What's so different between them two? Between the two, and I just feel like I boycotted the game, and I usually love the Super Bowl because I love the halftime show, which I feel like the Super Bowl and the NFL definitely did try to hire a lot of black entertainers to win black opinion back. But you won't do that until you sign Cap and run him his coins. Run him what he deserves.
This man is training day in and day out still.
Right. Because he deserves to play again.
It's crazy to me.
So I just feel like I boycotted not only because of Colin Kaepernick, but what he's kneeling for. I can't even say standing for, kneeling for, because due to the racial injustices that are still happening to this day in this country, and the fact that the NFL is openly against their players taking a stand, or in this case, again, a knee, is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. You're violating their right to
free speech, man.
Thank you. And I'm just like, all Cap wanted to do was to bring awarenesses to the injustices. However, when you watch whiteness work, it's been working since the beginning of time, since they brought our asses over here on the boat.
Exactly.
So they didn't want these niggas giving them problems. You should have never kidnapped us from the motherland. But
Why these niggas giving you
I
problems?
think that
he be cracking up at me. But I'm just saying, like, you know what? Karma. Not even karma. My God. God's going to keep Kaepernick. And I speak life over his career. And I speak wealth.
He's making that coin.
And all of that.
He's
got that Nike endorsement. He's going to be doing well off. And most of his proceeds goes to his foundation. Know Your Rights. He's doing great work, great humanitarian work. And I think that it's working just as fine. And okay, if you want to go into the football,
but it just sucks he's not able to live his dream anymore.
He's not, and that sucks.
I think that's more what it's about. It's not even about the money anymore, because obviously they've seen Cap gonna get his check regardless.
He's gonna get it regardless,
but he wants to live his dream, and it's sick and it's sad that you can't
play
live your dream
anymore.
just because you care about your people.
Yeah,
right.
It's
sick.
It's sick, and that's what America is. Like, you have to stay by protocol. If you don't stay by protocol,
I'm just trying to finish my undergrad so I can go to Canada.
Trying to go to Canada.
You sound like me last year.
Trying to get up out of here.
Or a couple years ago. Trump won. Oh, Mom, we're going to Quebec.
Time to go.
But yeah, I think that people should continue not to watch. And I'm not saying, hey, don't go to the NFL. Go ahead and make the coin. Make the coin.
Yeah, go make your coin. Be a Marshawn Lynch. Be smart. Find out about financial literacy.
Yes, financial literacy. And if you want to stay with Cap, you don't have to watch. They're still going to make their coin regardless. But
Hello.
We're making a stance.
Yep.
And the NFL can see it by them numbers.
Yep. And you wonder, like, okay, you see these numbers, they're going down. What you going to do differently? What are you going to... You have to... Something has to give. You know, somebody got to give.
I don't think it's that hard. All you have to do is let the man stand up for his people. Let him acknowledge what's really going on.
Right.
Because I don't think that I don't want to generalize white people, but the people that disagree with Cap with what he's kneeling for, I don't think they understand that this will eventually affect them as well. Mm-hmm. Everything. It's going to affect everybody. But go off, though.
Do what you do. So while we talking about, equality and stuff, let's talk racism.
Oh, God.
Yes.
I told Trey a story earlier today, and I started to tell
Come
Jada.
on.
But she was like, excuse me? Okay.
Go ahead. Tell us what happened.
So if you've ever been to ODU's village, you know that, they have those 4-way stops. So, after one of my classes, I was in the village by La H, and I was at a 4-way stop, and there was a big black pickup truck beside me. So I was in the straight lane. The pickup truck was in the turning lane. So if he had his signal light on to try to, ask me if he can get in front of me, I wasn't able to see that. So instead of him, giving me a little beep beep and asking can he go in front of me, he decided to try to speed off and hit me in the tail of his car, because it's a big black, either it's a Ford or a Dodge pickup truck. He almost hits me, baby. I drive a Honda Accord. I had to hit my brakes, and I gave him a real, one of them. I gave him a little nigga beat.
I
laid on that horn. I was like, "What is wrong with you? I know you saw me." So, do you know he rolled down that driver's side window, and I'm thinking he's about to apologize. So I rolled my window down too, and he was like, "What is wrong with you, you stupid black bitch?" I was like, I was shocked.
I would be.
I was shocked. I started looking. When I get angry, I get to stuttering. Because first of all, I've never endured something like that. Of course, I know that things like that do happen. But it's like, damn, it never hits you until it happens to you.
Right.
So, yeah, I put out my little tweet. I did go and file a report. I started to follow him, but I was like, what you got? If he pull that thing out on nothing.
Put that thing on you.
I called my mama, I filed a report. I'm hopeful. I have not been contacted yet, but I'm hopeful something happens. But ODUPD did let me know that technically he didn't break any laws or anything because he didn't hit me or whatever. But I'm just like, that's unacceptable for a campus that's supposed to be very inclusive.
Right. I'm supposed to be accepted.
You gonna let that slide?
Right, and you calling me, no, it ain't gonna work.
Okay, but call me a stupid bitch. Why I gotta be a stupid black bitch?
No, it's not funny. It's not funny.
It's really not funny. But I'm like, damn,
it's very disrespectful.
And I'm really light. So the only reason he knew I was black, he must have looked at my hair. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
It's Man, when I tell you road rage is something that I just, if you honk at me, if you look at me a certain kind of way, I lose it.
Yeah,
I lose
like,
it, and I have to pray to come back because I will lose it. I will lose it. I will say some things I don't mean. I will lose my cool because it's all right there in the heat of the moment. You don't have that time to process and think because you about to drive off. So now I'm about to say whatever the hell I got to say to you while you right here.
Yeah, that's exactly how.
So
it is.
you be on fire, especially when people can't drive.
You said what?
Especially when people can't drive.
Oh, I thought you said something else. I'll tell you after the show what I thought you said.
I'm sorry, I talk a little fast, so that's probably why.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That situation hurt my feelings. I was hot. I was heated, and I was just like,
Man.
Get it together, ODU.
Things like that be throwing off my
Get it
whole
together.
day.
But you know what? I won't even lie. When I posted a tweet because I only got a partial of his license plate. And I was like, I'm so tired of the ignorant white people on ODU's campus. It was a lot of unproblematic white people retweeting it and was like, I'm so sorry this happened to you. I was getting DMs like, that wasn't right. He didn't have to do that. That's unacceptable. I hope you're filing a report.
Yeah.
So it is good to know that we do have some unproblematic white people on this campus. So shout out to y'all.
There's plenty of them out here.
Yeah, it's plenty of them, but I'm like, okay. All right, not all of you are problematic.
It's all right. It's all right, Danielle. Pat yourself.
I'm better now, though. I had to brush the dirt off my shoulders. I had to get dirt off my shoulders.
I had to get
I haven't heard that song in years.
Yeah, I forgot.
I thought you said period. I was about to say, come on, sis.
I'm so weak.
It's a Jay Z song.
Well, after that saddening story, let's talk racism, shall we, people? Sometimes it's avoided. We don't confront it. Many sweep it under the rug. Some like to think it doesn't exist. I'm here to let you know that it's very so much real, as we've been discussing.
Intro.
Yes. Thank you.
That was a good intro.
Thank you. I try.
We're proud.
Like, for real, I didn't mean to stop you, but that was a good-ass intro.
So, and we all know this or are aware of racism, but people choose to ignore it or dismiss it because they don't like to confront it. It's uncomfortable, and we don't like to touch on it. Let me put this out here. I have no issue with white people, okay? I attend the PWI for a reason. I like to be around people who do not look like me because when I go out in the world, not everyone is going to look like me, which is why I chose to get my degree at a PWI. And before you ask, is this a PWI? Yes, dumbass, it is.
It's always that one dummy on Twitter.
May not seem like it during activity hour, but it is.
A predominantly white institution.
Yes.
Any institution.
Old Dominion University, founded in 1936.
Higher of learning that wasn't labeled an HBCU prior to 1964 is a PWI.
But a lot of students that go here don't even realize that Old Dominion University used to be connected to the University of William and Mary. Let's get it clear. William and Mary were, especially when it was first founded, it was an all white school. So ODU broke off and became its own separate school, but originally it was just another location for William and Mary in Norfolk.
Learn something new.
It was a PWI because my grandma was actually one of the first classes to go here where there was black people.
You go, grandma.
Wow. What year was that?
But yeah.
Get it, girl.
What year was that?
You said what?
Well, around the time.
Baby, my grandma ain't gonna do. You know damn well. My grandma not gonna give me her year.
All right.
I'm sorry. Well, we appreciate you,
good,
grandma.
though.
That's good.
She does look.
You look good. Girl.
That's good.
You look good.
I'm gonna ask her. I had to follow up with you.
That's history right there.
But yeah.
So I feel like in order to talk about this topic that we need to break down what racism is. A lot of us don't have an understanding, even our people don't have an understanding of what racism actually is. And the definition of it. So the definition that you're being taught is wrong. It's wrong. Do you know why it's wrong? It's because we don't make it the criteria requirements for education. Do you know why we don't make the criteria requirements for education? Because it's a system. And the suffix is ism. Is you hearing what I'm saying? The suffix is used to denote a system. In the Western world, or in the West, it's a system of white supremacy. Do you hear what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Differentiates racism from prejudice. Anyone can be prejudiced towards anybody, right? I can be prejudiced towards a white person. I can be prejudiced towards an Asian person.
But black people can't be racist.
Right. However, it's not racism because there's no larger system in place which oppresses white people.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't be racist towards a white person because there's not a system that oppresses you. There's not a system that is designed for you to fail. It's just not. So when we use the word racism, oh, he's being racist, you're wrong. I might be being prejudiced, but I can't be being racist because there's not a system set up for you. Do you hear what I'm saying?
I do hear what you're saying. Wow, you just taught me something, though. I mean, I've always said black people can't be racist, but I said it a little ignorantly because I'm just like, I wasn't fully aware of the full meaning behind it. But now that I do.
So the term is being taught incorrectly because if you look in the definition of it, it's saying that any race, this is going against somebody's race and this is, classified as racism, me looking at you a certain kind of way or treating you differently based off of, your ethnicity. No, it's black people. That's the only way you can be racist. You know what I'm saying? I can't be racist towards a white person. It's just not it. I can be prejudiced. I can have something against you, which I don't. But, we have to, when we're using these words and these terms, we have to be using them correctly. Because the term that we are taught, everything that's brought to the surface, if you search on Google and go a couple pages back, you're going to find the real term of racism. Because everything that's laid at your forefront is not always true.
Yeah. It's great that you brought that up. The first time I heard that term was a couple of years ago in the documentary called 13th. And it's basically talking about that system and how it's still going in today and how it got recreated in the 90s by the Clintons with prison reform and everything that's going on with that. So, we're still going through it.
Damn, y'all deep.
Yes, I had to. We in the water right now.
But I think a lot of people need that. And
yes.
They'll probably appreciate that definition and that little lesson that you gave us on the Clintons. But yeah, I feel like a lot of us need to definitely read up and not just leave it to our teachers and professors to tell us everything.
Can't.
Right.
You should never stop learning.
Right.
You can't. Especially about subjects like this. Because it's like, okay, government makes a textbook. They can put whatever they want.
Right.
Sure. Whatever you want to learn.
Why? Right. Why are you required to go to school?
Come on now.
Why are you required to go to school? Why are you required to get that diploma? Why are you required to have an education?
This is far left off of racism, but there wasn't even a thing.
Not even to get the bag. That's the overall, thing that people want to see. But they have to teach you something.
They have to.
And what they're teaching you is not real. That history and that backstory.
History, science, all of it is fake. Ice Age ain't even a thing, and they still teaching that to the elementary school kids.
Up.
Ice Age is not a thing.
Look it up.
It's not a thing.
Look it up. Look it up.
Y'all, I'm a little shook.
It's not.
Look it up.
Women created like 50% of everything. Women created engineering, coding. The woman was the first person to do that. Like, you have to go and learn it by yourself.
Yes, and you really have to go, and you have to have an interest for learning, these types of things. And it really goes back, deeper than what we were just taught us. Because like I said, everything that's put at your forefront and put in front of you, it's not all real. Yeah. A lot of that's just to pass you on, get you by. Oh, yeah, we got your little eyes on to you. Go ahead, get that degree now. Go ahead with your false information.
Go ahead, tink, believe what we told you to believe.
Now that adding and subtracting, that's real because you need to count them coins. But you gotta do your homework on your history. Now don't get me wrong, I love my white people. Okay, I love y'all, but we have to understand that there is a divide, and that I'm going to experience some things and encounter some things that you would never understand. And that's not to be mean or rude. It's just facts. Like Danielle said, the whole racism thing and somebody cutting in front of her and calling her you stupid black B. Like that was you won't experience that. You just won't. That's just facts. You will never know what it feels like to be followed around the store. You will never know what it feels like being pulled over, having that fear of being pulled over by police and not know if you're going to make it home at night. You just will never know. There's just some
raise a black son and be worried about if he's going to come home at night.
Right. It's just a certain side of things that you will never understand. And that's just it. You won't know how it feels for someone to treat you like you're incapable because of the color of your skin. You just will not. And I'm sure people are asking, okay, what can we do? What can we do being on the other side of things? How are we supposed to, help the problem or the issue?
Make a conscious effort to use your what is the word I'm looking for? Your privilege for the better.
Bingo.
Don't use your privilege selfishly. Use it for
the people who sit back and watch what happens. They're the main problem.
You are a part of the problem.
The main part of the problem.
Yes. So to me, first you have to acknowledge that racism is something that's real. That there is a system in place that puts me at a disadvantage. And no, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to pout about it. I am going to talk about it. I'm going to inform you about it. And I'm going to let you know that it's there. And I need to let you know that our playing grounds are different and that I don't have the same opportunities that you have. And I'm not saying that for you to feel sorry for me or pity for me, but know that I have to work 10 times harder to even be seen or even to compete.
Hello, and black women have to work 5 times harder.
See?
Come on now.
And I'm okay with that,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be ignored.
Right.
The color of my skin will not be ignored. It can't. We all have to learn to afford people the same opportunities, regardless of what they look like. That's just facts. You have to look at people objectively, regardless of how you see them. Give them the benefit of the doubt. Okay, here go this thug. You know, he might mug me. No, how about maybe that's a nice gentleman who's attending college and is in school and is getting his degree.
Hello.
Maybe he not out to mug you.
Right. I actually
We have to
saw
break
a video
stereotypes.
of 3 black men helping this elderly white woman and her husband load her into the car. I guess she was in a wheelchair. And it's just like, when I tell you, like, these Bama, okay, I ain't gonna say Bamas, these black men, they did look a little grungy. Pants was hanging down low, but what they did was so thoughtful. And those people were, like, so appreciative. Mm-hmm. And it just, like, it gave me some hope. Like, oh, there are some people out here with common sense. Or not even common sense, with compassion that understand that, you know, I don't know, maybe the world's not all bad.
Yeah, and it's not, but a big percentage of it is still stuck on the past, and it's still, you know, they don't want to go into this new thing of accepting people, you know, that black people are evolving and that we are coming into our own. You know, they don't want to believe that. They want to take things all the way back and leave things where they are. We have to realize that we are further advancing and come together as one, because I mean there is a divide, and we just have to understand that. Not that we want there to be a divide, but that's just the way things are set up right now. And like I said, I love my white people, but we have to make this a part of the conversation.
A great, subject last week, Danielle. Like, racism is taught.
Yes,
simply it's taught.
Taught at home, taught behavior.
It's taught behavior.
Are you talking about the episode that didn't make it?
Huh?
You talking about the episode that didn't make it, huh?
I mean, I'm just saying.
That's the episode that didn't make it.
The one that we I wish I remembered what all I said, but I did say one thing. Racism is a taught behavior. No child is born and comes into this world and decides, I don't like black people, or I don't like white people, I don't like Hispanics, I don't like Asians.
Nothing.
They don't know anything.
You see kids playing with Indian kids, playing with black kids playing with white. They do not know anything about that. You see it from your parents. You see it. Like, mommy, why are you looking at that black person weird and whatnot?
Right.
It doesn't even have to be you saying, hey, look out for these black people. No, they see it. Everybody has to change the way they are.
Right.
Once you start changing the way you are, once your children come in the world, they're not going to be the same way that you were. And that's what it is. But I don't know when we're going to get to that point.
But then again, even if you're paying, I mean, I feel like it is a taught behavior to an extent, because I do have a friend, you know, I used to briefly, you know, talk to someone where his parents not fond of black people at all. He better not bring home a black girl, but him, not so much. He didn't see. We all see color. I hate when people say I don't see color. Right. You see color. I see color. But I'm not gonna.
You see me, goddammit.
Right. I'm not gonna be prejudiced based off of what you look like and who you are, what your ethnicity is. But the thing was, he makes every day a conscious decision to not be ignorant, to not be prejudiced, to not be racist, to treat everybody with the same respect, the same dignity, the same love that they give toward him. So it can be a top behavior.
Right.
And if you decide that you want to carry around that ignorance and that hate, and baby, once you let that hate go, do you understand how much smoother life could go? Name one racist in the media that hasn't been, I don't know, fried, dyed, and laid to the side. That hasn't been attacked or hasn't been outed or hasn't lost opportunity.
Yeah.
Facts.
Facts.
Get on the winning team. The unprejudiced team.
Yeah, but this week we definitely just wanted to, you know, highlight, you know, give the real definition of what racism is, and just bring it to you guys' attention and talk about it, because it's not being talked about. Like I said, I feel like it's being pushed under the rug. It's ignored. These are not some of the things that we try and, I guess, focus on, but there are things that need to be a part of our daily conversation, because it's a thing. It's a real thing.
It is. Yeah. And all the work that we need to do honestly does start at home.
Mm-hmm.
It does, but people have to be willing to make that decision to not be ignorant
and want to change
or hateful. Yeah,
right.
You have to want to change.
Right, and if you don't want it, then it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen for you.
I used to think it would be easier than this. At one time, I truly wholeheartedly believed that if all older white people died, we'd be okay and racism would be gone.
You said that.
But that is not the case.
Yes.
I know, oh my God, I met
taught.
the sweetest older white lady in Walmart. I wish I would have kept in contact with sis. She was just so sweet and so genuine. I'm like, oh my God. So all elderly white people are not bad.
No.
Man.
So basically it's just ignorance.
At one of my old jobs, this lady she wasn't stumbling, but she was walking, and I guess she didn't see the bump. She didn't see the bump I was working in the drive-thru, and she didn't see the bump on the road that divided, I guess it was like not a ramp, but it made the drive-thru. It made the curve of the drive-thru. So she was walking out. She was holding on. I think she was holding on somebody's arm. And she tripped over the yellow thing. It's not funny. She tripped over it, and she fell. Why is you laughing? So
I have a sick sense of humor. Please don't mind me.
So I went over to go help her. I rushed over to go help her, and I helped her up. And never mind, I ain't gonna say that. But when I helped her up, she kind of looked at me like, boy, like she snatched away from me. I'm like, I should have left your ass down there.
That's why it's funny then.
I'm like, whoa, here I am. It's hot out here. I'm trying to make sure you didn't fall, break a bone, something. And when she pull up, when she get up, she pull away from me. And I'm like, ma'am, I will put your ass back on the ground.
Not back on the ground.
No, but I just really felt like she looked at me like I was like, ew, like, why is he helping me up? Why is he touching me? And I was like, come on now. Like, I helped you up.
Right.
I ain't put you down there. I can put your ass back down there, but I helped you up.
You should have let Colleen,
That's just how some people think.
Should have let Beth's ass.
It's sad.
Let her ass.
And I don't know if she just had a certain view of people or what, but she was kind of like,
she didn't see.
Maybe she was just troubled because, by the way, she fell. She was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Let me get up. Get away from me.
Did she say anything?
She didn't say a damn thing to me. She just pulled away from me. And I'm like, ma'am, I helped you up.
I want to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Come on.
I don't know. Maybe she's been attacked before. I don't know. But once she realized and came to her mom, got all her marbles together and realized what was going on, a thank you would suffice.
Yeah, and another thing I want to say before we get off of this, a lot of people say that, a lot of white people like to say that slavery happened over 400 years ago. Get over it. We can't get over it.
Because the shit is still present today. So you can't get over it. It's still being enforced today. Whether it had 400 years ago, like I said, it's still a system that's in place. And
we can't.
No.
Because it's still
But
happening.
even when they unlock the physical chains, do they not understand that laws have been passed to where a black man could be walking down the street and he could be arrested?
Right.
And it would be completely legal.
It's all...
After the Civil War, you give us our freedom. And then 20 years after that, you give us laws that takes away our right to vote.
Yeah. Exactly
if that ain't mind games, what is it?
Baby, it's
yeah, so that whole 400 years ago thing, they ain't slide with
me.
Me.
People like, oh my God, slavery happened so long ago. I love black people. My best friend's black. Okay.
I'm sorry. I ain't gonna go there. I wish we could insert a meme right here if that one black friend they talking about.
Those are the main things that you hear from people like, oh my God, it happened
you know what black
so
friend
long
ago.
About. My boyfriend's black. My ex is black. That doesn't mean anything.
I almost got real nasty when you said my boyfriend's black. Like, I love a Jamal.
No.
I'm just saying, like, stop making excuses and do something in effect. I don't want to see
obviously
no tweets.
We're still talking about it because it's still
present. It's still here today. And it's not something that can just be obviously, like I said, swept under the rug, dismissed. Let's act like it didn't happen. Well, the shit did happen. So let's wake up and realize that we have to do something about this. It just has to be done. Period.
Make America great again.
America was never great. So let's start.
America.
Neither was
Great
that damn
again.
toupee he got on the top of his head. And that spray tan is terrible.
Wow.
Like a tangerine. I haven't eaten an orange since he was elected.
Wow.
What?
Damn. She feels strong about that.
I'm just saying.
All right, Jada, get into this Meek Mill and Jay Z.
All right. Melanin Report.
Yeah.
It's a little bit broader this week. I wanted to keep it focused on people who are doing things with the race, you know what I'm
Black
saying?
people who are doing
African
things.
Americans, supporting
Great
African Americans, you know what I'm saying? So it has to do with Meek Mill and Jay Z. So today's Melanin Report is more on the broader side of things, dealing with Meek Mill and Jay Z. These two prominent hip-hop figures are collaborating to build a $50 million project for prison reform. Within the course of 5 years, the new organization is anticipated to free over 1 million people who has unjust parole and probation sentences. The organization is called Reform Alliance, and they are bringing in the well-known African-American political journalist Van Jones alongside to be the CEO of the company. And Jones stated that I have spent my entire adult life preparing myself to help lead this initiative of this magnitude. I'm looking forward to working with these powerful group founders to disrupt the status quo and shift criminal justice systems landscapes for generations to come. What do you guys feel about this $50 million prison reform project?
I've been proud of Sean since he got his wife back. So
Wow.
All right.
Becky with the good hair.
Yeah.
I think it's a great thing what they're doing.
Meek Mill was just locked up, got out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Good things.
Yes, absolutely. And it's something for our people, something positive. That's all we highlighted for the Melanin Report.
I love that Meek Mill is kind of using his, like, I guess, second chance. We put quote unquote on second chance with he's actually using his platform for the better. So I'm very proud of his growth.
Right. And them tracks.
As a man, as an entertainer, as an advocate. Advocate. Oh, I can't get that out. Advocate for the black community. I mean, we've already known Jay Z to be an advocate. Wow, we've already known Jay Z to be pro-black. Okay,
An advocate
just for our community.
Mm-hmm.
But to see Meek Mill, like, you know, following in his footsteps, but doing what needs to be done and using his story to make a better impact or make a change, I guess. Make a positive change.
I was reading up on the website too. Like, it's very well done. He has hired Rock Nation and Jay Z, his whole team. They have hired the right people for the right positions, and I see it being very effective in the future.
I would hope so.
That's very good.
I see it being very effective.
And it being for the criminal justice system, that's what it's just like so wow, because we all know that shit is corrupt. You know, like it's messed up. So, you know, to put something in place to, you know, kind of better that, it's definitely something positive.
$50 million, man.
I can't wait to see what they do.
There is a God.
It's going to be great.
I'm praying for greatness over that entire situation.
Yeah. It's a dope project. Wish them all the best.
Cut me a meal.
What'd you say? For what? For
Cut
what?
me a meal.
For what?
I'm going to launch this podcast out the ass.
Oh,
and I'm
my God.
Rock Nation, if you're hearing this, sponsor us.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yes, do that, though. Do that. I did see a tweet today that said, would you smack your real sister for $90 I smacked the shit out of my sister. I love you,
For
baby.
what?
For $90 million?
Oh,
my sister would want me to smack her.
Let's get into this advised by TNJ. Did y'all get to read it beforehand? No, you didn't? Okay.
It's my favorite part of the show.
All right.
My laptop started to go to hit.
Oh, it's okay. Hey guys, I was dating this guy for some time. Things were going really well, and then out of nowhere, we seemed to clash. We argued frequently and thought it was best to go our separate ways. It's now been a year since we went our separate ways. We began to talk again, and the spark instantly came back. I still love him and feel that we are now in a better place than when we left each other. Should I give it another shot, or should I let the first time be a lesson and walk away? Thanks. I really enjoyed you guys' show.
Well, it doesn't sound like she said anything that he's done or she's done. I didn't hear anything toxic. It just sounded like maybe they clashed heads because they were at different spaces. If they have both evolved for the better and are willing to be in a committed adult relationship that requires communication, understanding, and sometimes some what's the word I'm looking for? Some compromising. Yes. Then I would say, sis, go for it. But if you see any red flags, run like hell.
Not run like hell. Okay, so what about the arguing frequently?
The arguing frequently, I just feel like
That comes with communication.
Yeah, I feel like if you communicate, a lot of people think that they're communicating, but are you communicating effectively?
Ooh,
come on now, Danielle.
Are you
Things are gonna
communicating
get
effectively?
easier.
I knew you was a good choice.
If you are communicating effectively, I feel as though it is just like, it depends. Are you guys having the same issue, or are you arguing about different things?
Right.
If you're arguing about different things, I would say that maybe you two are, or it seems like you're arguing about the same thing. Maybe you guys have a different strategy when it comes to communicating. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever read the 5 love languages. If you haven't, I highly recommend it.
Oh, yeah.
Because we all show our love in different ways. Like, one of the 5 love languages is like giving gifts, or acts of service and words of affirmation. And for me, mine is words of affirmation and gifts. I do like gifts. You can't buy my love, but I love when my significant other's just like, hey, baby, look, I picked this up for you today, and we're on. We're good.
And yeah,
So,
makes you feel like you were being thought of.
I'm a thought, right?
You a thought. She said she a thought.
Wait, don't do me.
Whoa.
Not a
Do
thought.
it, baby.
I'm a
Stick it,
thought.
baby.
Yes, I am. I'm a thought.
Baby, love it, baby.
It would just feel good. It's like a
Bust down, Tatiana.
It
Bust
just
down,
feels good to
Tatiana.
know that
Bust down,
my significant other thought about me throughout the
Right.
day, and thought about me enough to be like, oh, let me pick my baby up something because I really want I want something to make her happy or whatever.
Yeah. People think about you. I'll pick you up a honey bun or something.
A honey bun, bro?
It's about the thought that counts. And you just say,
honey
you just say
bun,
you
bro?
thought. That's the thought.
No,
that counts.
actually, yeah, but you gotta give me a specific honey buns because
I'm
I don't
weak.
eat. I'm talking about the honey bun with the yellow and blue pack.
I know
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
oh,
that's
okay. And the
specific.
word honey bun is red.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So, any of my little
She
booze
got
wanna give
real
me
specific. I'm talking about the yellow pack, and they got the red. Where you got it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Listen, if somebody want to drop a honey bun on me for Valentine's Day, drop that honey bun.
Oh, God.
Drop that honey bun.
Drop that honey bun.
Ain't that next week?
I mean, it is next week.
Anyway.
This campus is about to be
I'm gonna
flooded.
send myself some roses.
This campus is about to be flooded with all types of BS.
Anyway.
For one day.
Jada, what are your thoughts on the advised by T and J? What you thinking?
Just exactly what she said. Are y'all communicating effectively?
That is very true. So what I would suggest to Shawty Girl is, so if you're noticing like the same, I guess you can say, red flags or the same things that are coming up, then obviously no, it probably shouldn't be a go for you. You have to think of why you guys fell out in the first place, and the arguments that they have. How severe were they? Were they just hearing the bitter arguments, like little,
were they petty?
Yeah, were they just like bit picking, like little arguments, or were they over big, huge things? How extreme were the arguments? Is this somebody that you could see you spend the rest of your life with? Do they communicate effectively? As
That's
you said,
the one thing that people miss out on. Okay, once you had this big argument, talk about it.
Right.
Talk about why things went left. Once y'all get that out, then you can go forward.
Mm-hmm.
Learn from your mistakes. A lot of
Come
people
up
just
with a
leave it in the
solution
bud.
too.
And I also think too
Just let
that
everything in the air.
Shawty Girl could have grown over, not even only her, but the guy as well could have grown, into themselves and realized, oh damn. Maybe she was it, or maybe he was it, and have now have come back. So I don't knock it. I don't know. It's up to you. I don't know if I'm being much help, but
I feel like you are, and I don't want her to feel like you're not the only person to take your ex back.
Right.
If it's what makes you happy and it is what is healthy for you, spiritually, mentally, physically, all of that, go for it. But like I said, pay attention to the red flags.
Right.
If you feel like it's going down the same road in which y'all just left last year, then you know what? You might have to, maybe y'all are better as friends. And I know it's hard. It's really hard to leave people alone. But maybe,
Girl.
You need to run.
Now that takes some strength.
Slight jog.
Yeah, I do a little slight jog. I ain't gonna sit there and run.
Hop on the treadmill. Run. Hamster wheel. Run.
Yeah, all peace, love, and chicken grease to y'all. Or is it hair grease?
Chicken
Peace,
grease.
love,
Chicken
and
grease.
Honey buns and chicken grease.
I don't know.
Oil.
Honey bun.
I've lost it,
Vegetable.
y'all. I've literally been at work in class all day.
Yes,
But I hope that we were able to help you. Well, shit, I know my advice is good. You better take it.
Take it, damn it. Take it. But that wraps up another episode of TNJ Child's Play. You know what I'm saying? We thank you guys again, and like I said, all the support and all of y'all retweeting and following, and the support, like I said, is really unreal. And we appreciate you guys so much for tuning into us. We really love stepping into the studio when everything is set up right and we can come in here and record properly and some shit don't get fucked up. So yeah,
follow us on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Hit it up.
See y'all next week.
Everybody say thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you later.
Toodles.
Gang gang.
Merci beaucoup.
It's over.
We hope you enjoyed our podcast.
We're here every Thursday with some new shit.
If you have something to say it to my face.
Or let us know on Instagram and Twitter at TNJ's Child's Play.
Make sure you're subscribed to get notified about our podcast.